at Ben and Kelly Show on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. You can always message us. And we'll turn around, toss it out to our listeners. See maybe if you can get a little perspective on what you may be going through.
Yeah, we need to help out Natalie. We've also got this up at Ben and Kelly Show on Facebook. Hey, Ben and Kelly, need your input. I'm a pretty smart girl who's gone through a shattering, horrible, tragic heartbreak because of a man I absolutely adored.
Aw.
After I spent half a year getting to know him, then a year and a half in the god-awfulest part of the South trying to develop a relationship with him, he dumped me.
Oh.
I came to my senses, moved back to Louisville, began a career. Well, now he's flying in for business and has asked me to dinner. I thought endlessly about what I'm wearing, revved up the diet and exercise, imagined all sorts of ridiculously expensive restaurants he might invite me to, but I honestly don't indulge any grand fantasy of him saying I was wrong. I'm moving here to be with you. Marry me. My question, should I even bother spending an evening with this man? And if I end up seeing him, do I play it cool? Should I be all sugar like I normally am? I really want him to eat his heart out. Clearly, I've lost all perspective. So please help.
Oh, Natalie.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. The temptation to show someone that, look, I am better off now that you are gone is real.
Yes. No, I've been there, done that with the man named Tim.
Oh, Tim.
Oh, Tim. Tim was like, we were on and off for like years. He would blow through town and I would just be like, I'd kind of always kept the door open for him for years and it was just wasted time. And finally he came in one time and he's like, hey, I mean, this is after like years. This was a couple years ago. So I've been married forever. And he's just like, hey, I'm coming back in town. I'm like, that's great. Here's a couple of places I'd recommend. Have a great stay. Like there's no reason to go back down that road. I don't, we just exchanged some pleasantries about our lives. He's married. I'm married. We have very parallel lives, actually, with how our families turned out. But I don't think if Natalie knows that she does not want to open that door and go down that road again, there is no reason to open that wound and torture yourself all over again. Even though I know you would love the chance to be like, how you like me now? And he's all like, oh, man, I messed up.
Right.
I don't think it's worth it.
I think she is in the back of her head thinking.
Yes, she's teetering. She's all the emotions.
That
still.
He is going to come back in and say,
yes.
Oh, look at you now. I've messed up. I'm moving back to Louisville. Let's get married and have kids.
Yes, you were the one. Turns out you were the one. If she's thinking that's even a possibility, she's just going to set herself up, I think.
Well, I think she is thinking that's a possibility because you put it in her DM to us.
Yeah, Paulette was like, no! That's really all she needs to hear.
All right. Tell us your experience with this. I know Kelly just did. 502-795-1997. 795-1997.
I'm on team no. I think it's going to open up way more trouble than it's going to be worth. I don't think you're past the trouble. It took you a while to get over the trouble. Don't invite back trouble.
So you think if she does it just this once, that it's going to then be easier than the next time when he comes in for her to go, well, I did it already at one time. Maybe I'll do it again.
No, I feel like if she doesn't get the reaction from him that she's hoping in the back of her mind,
but won't
then she's going to be devastated again. It will, but I think then it's going to solidify the whole. It's going to open up that whole fear of that rejection again. She's going to get rejected again.
All right. Well, anyways, let us know what you think. That's what this is all about. 502-795-1997. Your thoughts and opinions coming up next. So we got a DM from Natalie, and Natalie, I feel like is in a place where maybe a lot of people have been.
She's feeling all the feels right now because she went through this tragic breakup.
Yeah.
Moved back home after moving to be near this guy. Oh. He dumped her. Oh. Now she's got a new career. She's doing so much better. But X is flying in for dinner, flying into town for business, wants to go to dinner. And so she's like, should I even bother spending time with him? Do I play it cool? Do I not go? She goes, I don't have any grand fantasy of him saying I was wrong. I'm moving here to be with you. Marry me. But I think in the back of her mind, she's still hoping he would.
Yeah, I think she wouldn't have even put that if she weren't even keeping that little flame, that little flicker in her heart alive.
Yep. I think deep down, that's what I think she would absolutely want to come out of this dinner, but I don't think it's going to happen. And I just think it's going to open up way too much old wounds, send her back into the spot that she's already gotten through.
Now, Marcy's saying, get the free meal. Enjoy the evening out. Just don't go in with any expectations.
That's easier said than done, though. It sounds like she's kind of got the expectations and all the emotions and the feelings still.
And Denny says, meet up without any expectations. Dress however you want. If it's meant to be, it'll happen. If not, maybe you could remain friends.
Oh, I don't know if we're going to remain friends with this guy. It's a tragic, breakup that wrecked her.
I know. Didn't she say, what was it, left her in heartbreak, something like that?
Yes, she said it was a shattering, horrible, tragic heartbreak from a man I absolutely adored. So,
and then she moved with him.
Yes.
Oh, gosh.
And then he dumped her.
Yeah,
and she moved back home.
All
so
right.
I don't think that he's going to be like, oh, you know what? I totally messed up. You're the one for me.
But he could.
He could, but he's going to need to, I think it's going to take more than this.
All right. Rachel.
Okay, so I am thinking, absolutely not. Do not entertain it.
Right.
I think that
Yes.
if she thinks that this is somebody that's going to be wanting to be in her life and try to coax her back in, then he's going to jump through loops and jump through all the hoops and make it happen. So if it's going to be one dinner where she turns him down, then that wasn't the person she was supposed to be with anyways.
Yes.
So if he's going to pursue her and he wants that, then he's going to go after it.
All of
Not
that.
saying she has to do that. And I just think, she made this huge move. She went to Texas, came back to Louisville. I think it's going to be more than just texting me for a dinner,
So,
Yes.
Okay, so you said a lot of words. Are you? Sorry, I started to
All
zone.
of them lead to no, don't go.
Are you? Okay, I started to zone. You're saying no, don't go, right?
No, don't go.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Definitely not.
All right, sorry.
I'm going a mile a minute. I feel emotional about it. We've all been
Yeah.
in a situation
Yeah.
where
Yep.
a guy thinks that he can come in and out of your life.
Yep.
And, we teach people how to treat us.
Mm-hmm.
I think that if she's really interested in somebody to be with for the rest of her life and she thinks this is who that is, then he's going to make the effort to do that.
Rachel, thank you.
Sure. Thanks, guys.
Hey, Asia, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you guys?
Pretty good. So what is your thought on this?
I think it's a waste of her time, to be honest with you.
Yes.
The best thing in her bed is just to live her life beautifully from the side. If she wants to prove that she's so much better these days, do it in her own glory. She doesn't have to show him in person. I agree with you guys that it's just going to open her up for more hurt.
Yes. I really think it's going to be way more trouble than it's worth. And she's just going to put herself back in that place that she has apparently moved on from. So why do you want to open that wound and go back down that rabbit hole again?
I completely agree. It's just not worth it. Live your own life, honey.
Asia, thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day. See ya.
You as well. Bye.
All right.
Now, Isabella is saying go. Be the chill girly as much as you can. Don't give answers right away. Go on the date. Give minimal details about yourself and just listen. Listen to him talk. See if you despise this person or if you're open to a future with them. And I feel like there's so many gray areas. I feel like he's the type of person that would just kind of give her just enough
Oh, yeah.
to spark some more hope. But,
we-
not enough to fully commit and say, you're the person I think that I lost out on, and I think we need to be together again. I think he's just going to probably string her along.
I was going to say, we don't even know this guy.
No, we don't. Not at all.
Just from her point of view and what she said, that's totally what I hear too.
Yeah, it didn't sound like that he was the one that went through a shattering, horrible, tragic heartbreak.
No,
It sounded like she was the one that did. So just from that assessment, by itself, I don't think that she is going to get out of this what I think she's secretly hoping to get out of it.
Yeah. All right. One more and then we'll move on. But Amy says, agree to it and then cancel that day for another date. Say, yeah, sure, let's go. And then, meet up and then send him a text at the very last minute. Oh, yeah, so sorry.
Something came up.
Something came up. Another guy. So sorry.
Really hot.
really hot. All right. Well, hey, Natalie, hopefully that helps in a little bit because I think an overwhelming majority of people are saying, no, don't give them that. Don't give them that.
This is throwing out all the flags. Like, I just don't think this is going to be healthy for your mental state, your emotional well-being where you are now, to put yourself back in this position to be vulnerable to feeling, getting rejected again. We just don't want you to get rejected again.
Yeah. Don't want that. All right. Well, hey, good luck with that. Let us know how it all works out. And that is diving into the DMs.